Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, so I'm gonna head down here. Hopefully you guys are doing awesome. Like and comment if you're new, and let's get into the video today. Well, I'll tell you, this stuff. So, if you're new around here and you don't know what's been happening, I'll give you some details. And yeah, so anyway, so today, I haven't done anything today. It's already 1. So, I'm going to, after Puppy does that, I'm gonna go in and have a bite, and then after that, I'll do what I need to do first, and then I'll chat with Hannah for a bit. Last night and yesterday as a whole was awesome. I wish that, we could have done more, but on the whole, it was awesome. I wouldn't change anything about yesterday. If you haven't seen the pictures and you haven't seen the videos, go check them out on my YouTube, as well as Hannah's YouTube. She's got a video of me on there, and it's called My Bestie and I think that's what it's called. And obviously I'm her bestie, so. But, yeah. We had a great time. We did all kinds of cool stuff. We basically hung out for the entire day. And I just had a really good time. And, we made some good memories together yesterday. And it was just so good. Anyway, I honestly don't have a video planned for the afternoon, but I will mention all the stuff we did yesterday. Well, I'll tell you the story. So, I woke up at 8, and I looked at the clock. I was like, okay, it's 8 o'clock. I don't have to get up until 12:20. Anyway, this was wild, guys, so keep listening. So, anyway, and then I woke up at 11:40, and this was yesterday. I woke up at 11:40, and my brain was telling me, phone Hannah. Please phone Hannah. And I was like, okay. But I was going to try to sleep until 12:20. So, I was like, no, I gotta listen to my whispers. I'm going to ring now. So, anyway, good thing I rung too, because her mom was getting stressed out about finding here. And I was like, oh yeah, we live at Fayette Hills Apartments. And then she was like, okay, once you see Dairy Queen, turn left. And I was like, yes ma'am, that's what we have for directions, and that's where we live. And she was like, okay, cool, we'll be over in a bit. I was like, alright, cool. And anyway, so I walked Puppy really quick, and I had a rainbow umbrella, and I was walking around. It was a bit rainy yesterday. Looks like it's going to rain today. But it was a bit rainy yesterday, and, it was just awesome. So, Anyway, so there was that. And she took a little bit, and then she phones up again. And she goes, is it Fayette Hills 2, or is it Fayette Hills Manor? I said Fayette Hills. She went, okay. That's what Hannah said. And that was funny. Anyway, I said, I'll flag you when you're here. And she said, okay. I said, I'll be wearing a black t-shirt. Be easy to spot. And she said, okay. Anyway, so walked puppy. I did that. And then, yeah, there was that. And so I went out there, and I was waiting for Hannah and her mom. So in the car there was Hannah, there was Hannah's mom, there was Kristen, and then there was Jacqueline. Anyway, so they come up the hill. They're trying to find me, but I'm on the side of the hill, so I was about right there. And this car comes up and sees me, and she's like, oh, there you are. And I'm like, yep, that's me, here. So anyway, and Hannah got out right next to Laura's car. So where that gray car is, right over there, that's where Hannah's mom parked. And Hannah got out. It was a bit drizzly, so we quickly went in. Anyway, so there was that. And, but yeah. So we walked in, and we had a lovely breakfast. It was awesome. We had a croissant. We had pancakes, and I think we had sausage, from what I remember. Anyway, so there was that. And then we hung out for a bit. We watched Young Sheldon, and we chatted, and my mom told stories of her childhood and her life in general. So that was cool. And we hung out, and yeah, so that was that. And then we were doing all that, and Mom had to be on the phone. So I was like, hey, can I show Hannah my lizard? And my mom was like, sure, why not? Anyway, so there was that. And I showed Hannah my lizard. Looked pretty scary to her. And that, yeah, I don't blame her, because, yeah, she is a bit scary, my lizard is. So, anyway. And then I showed Hannah my awards, my gold chains, and the project, my science fair project that I had back in 2014. And I showed her the index cards, I showed her the pictures, not camera phone pictures, I mean actual, like, camera pictures of me doing my research on the science fair project, me reading the book, me writing stuff down, and me researching stuff on the laptop. Anyway, so that was all that. And I told her the saga that people didn't believe that I could do it because I wasn't capable. And she was like, you're very capable. And I was like, I know. So there was that. And then, went back down And I walked with Sweetie again, and we had a walk, and I did some videos. If you want to go check that out, do it. It's called Walk 2, featuring Hannah. So if you want to go check that out, please do it. It has me, Sweetie, and Hannah in it. But yeah, that was that. And then, yeah, we just walked. We walked here a little bit, and then we walked over there where the picnic table usually is. And we did that. Then we went back in, and we actually hung out for a little bit. Then we actually went to Walmart, and we had a great time. I had $20, she had $20, and we hopped in the car, and the idea was to go to Walmart and go to DQ. So that's the plan. And if you don't know what DQ is, it's Dairy Queen. So anyway, so first of all, we made sure we had our masks, because Walmart gets very antsy about people wearing a mask. They go, gotta wear a mask, gotta wear a mask. And, you know, they're just really worried. So, I gave Hannah a mask, and I wore a mask. We had the same masks. They were white, and it had the metal bar on it, so you could cinch it to make your nose, like, be tight on it, you know? So the mask wouldn't make your nose tight, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it keeps it from riding up to your eyeballs. So, anyway, that was that. So anyway, we go to Walmart, we go in, and I get out the other side, not my side, but I get out Hannah's side of the car, and we go, and I say to Mom, me and Hannah are going to go into Walmart. And my mom goes, oh, okay, so we're going to go into Walmart and, yeah, do our looking around. And my mom was like, be back by 5:30 at the bank area in Walmart. And we were like, okay, so 5:30 it is. So we had a nosy about, and we had a look around, and it was cool stuff, you know, some out of my price range, because I only had $20, okay, and so did she. So anyway, so we look around, and there was this Jack the Skeleton poster, oddly enough, because she's a big fan of Jack the Skeleton, The Nightmare Before Christmas. And anyway, so there was one left, and Hannah's like, please can I buy this, please can I buy this? And I was like, sure, let's buy it. Because before that, we were looking at movies and video games, and we were just looking at that stuff. And yeah, so there was that. And then we actually went to get some duct tape, because we actually made a video of showing the bows, the tape bows. We actually made duct tape bows. And Hannah actually brought some before in the story, before Walmart. She actually bought some around, as well as a friendship stone. And it's blue, by the way. I'll make a video of the friendship stone. It's cool. What I want to do is, I don't want to drill a hole through it, and this will make sense in a second. I want to have it as a necklace, right? But what I'll do, I'll put the friendship stone in, like, this plastic casing, and then I'll drill a hole through the plastic casing and put, like, some string through it and make it as a necklace. And that's what I was thinking. So yeah, anyway, so that was that. And then, yeah, so we were looking for tape, right? Looking for duct tape. And we didn't want the boring original type. We didn't want the gray. We got sparkly type. One was sparkly black, and then like there was, I think, like a silver sparkly one. There was unicorn. There was a yellow sparkly one. There was a light blue, and plaid, and there was a bunch of other ones that were different colors, different flavors. So, anyway, so we had all this stuff, and I said to Hannah, I gotta get a shopping cart. She said, okay, get a basket, get a shopping cart, get something. I was like, okay, cool. So I went over, and I got a shopping cart, and I was a bit annoyed because the shopping cart was wet, and I was like, I don't want a wet shopping cart, but I had to use it anyway. So, there was that. So, I told Hannah, I was like, God, I wish they had a dry shopping cart, because this one's wet because of the rain. And she was like, yeah, I wish they did dry it. So, anyway, so we put the stuff in, and we looked around a little bit more, and it was about 5:15. So we were like, okay, we've got some time still left. So we looked around, and we looked at toys, and just talked about childhood things like Matchbox cars, Legos, creepy dolls with big eyes, and all that stuff. So there was that. And then it was getting close to time to go to the bank area of Walmart. And also, we actually had to scan, I failed to mention, we actually had to scan the Jack the Skeleton poster. Because yesterday, for some reason, most items in Walmart didn't have a price tag. Even the Jack the Skeleton Nightmare Before Christmas poster, it didn't have a price tag. So we had to go to a scanner, and I was like, do they even still do the pole scanners at Walmart? Because I haven't been in Walmart for such a long time. Like, it's chaos. I was like, well, it wasn't chaos, but like, it was weird that there was no price tags on stuff. So, and there was like outrageous prices. It's like, there was this Baby Yoda statue. Get this, $30. Which, a lot of people would be like, well, that's not much. But yeah, if you don't have $30, of course it's going to be a lot. So, and I only had 20. And she had 20, so it made it 40. But still, we had to buy what we needed, and we didn't have any extra money. So anyway, I was like, Hannah, do they even still do the scanners on the poles? And she was like, I think they do. So we looked, and she said, I think there was one back here. So we go, and there was a scanner, and we went to it, and we scanned it. And I think it was like $10. And I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and get it. So anyway, did that. And that was alright. And anyway, so got all the stuff. We went to the bank area, and there was some seats, so we just sat there. And we waited for Mom and Dad, because Mom and Dad were getting bits in Walmart. So that was that. And we exit Walmart, and I'm like, Dad, you gotta show how loud, because Hannah was talking about how loud her speaker is in her car. And yeah, I wanted to show her how loud ours is. And Dad was like, okay. I said, do you still have that Tyga song, Dad? And he was like, no, buddy, I don't think I do, because I think I moved it to the SD. I just gotta move it back to internal instead of having it on SD card. And I was like, okay. He said, let me go ahead and download the song again and show Hannah how loud this car gets with the speakers. And I was like, okay. So he's like, give me a minute because it's going to download. So he downloaded the song. And by the way, the song is Tyga Too Fast featuring Mozzie. And Hannah really liked it. Like, she was jamming to it with me and Mom and Dad. And she's like, oh yeah, this car gets loud, doesn't it? I said, yeah, it does. So the last destination was Dairy Queen. So I went to Dairy Queen and we had cotton candy, pieces, vanilla, ice cream. I had one, she had one. We were both the same. Whenever we did anything yesterday, we tried to be the same. Like, yesterday in Walmart, we bought 2 big bags of Doritos as well. And they were the blue Doritos. The blue bag of Doritos. The ranch kind. And yeah, so anyway, we were the same whatever we did. If I had a donut, she had a donut. If I had a drink, she had a drink. Right? Anyway, so there was that. And, so we were just sitting in the line of DQ, waiting to get our ice cream and say our order for our ice cream. So we did that, and we sat there, we were listening to Tyga Too Fast, featuring Mozzie. And we did that, and eventually we get up to saying our order, and we ordered that, and then we waited, and yeah, it was good. So we left DQ, and we went home. And then after that, we were eating our ice creams, finishing it up, and she said, you know what the best part of ice cream is? I was like, what's that? And she said, to drink it. And I was like, yep, that's how I feel about it too, you know? Yep. So anyway, and then she was like, you want to get started on the bow tape biz? I was like, sure, let's do it. Let's do some duct tape bows. So we did that. We used, yeah, there was also unicorn I didn't mention, but I mentioned it in a different video. So anyway, that's probably why I left it out. Anyway, so that was all that. So we were making these bows, and I was having a hard time at first. Then I started getting used to it. And she was like, yay, Devin, I'm proud of you. You made your first bow. And I was like, yeah, I'm proud of me too. The part that I struggled with the most was not the cutting of the tape. Well, a little bit of the cutting of the tape. I was using crappy scissors at one point, and then I had to use different type of scissors. And then I went up to Dad and Mom, and they're watching TV, and they're like, yeah. I was like, can I use some more scissors? They said, you got scissors downstairs, right? I was like, no, but it's not cutting the tape. It's not eating the tape away. And they're like, oh, okay, well, use my good scissors, and they're only the ones I got, so be careful with them. And I was like, okay. And then I seen in a video that they're the Makahula ones. So, anyway, it was that. So, I came back and I was like, yep, I got some good scissors. So she's, oh yeah, look at the teeth on them bad boys. I was like, yep. So anyway, started cutting tape, and the tape cutting wasn't that hard. It wasn't the layering that was hard. What was hard about it was the folding. Because if you messed up on the folding, you were buggered, right? Or if you folded it and it had like a little fold in it, you messed up your tape and you had to start all over. So anyway, there was that. And we made that. We made videos on it. We'll actually make a video pretty soon whenever Hannah comes over. Make a video pretty soon on how to make bows. And then we'll have a bow making battle off. Okay? And that's what we'll do. So anyway, we were doing that. And we were listening to Drake, like I said in that video. And we were listening to all kinds of music. So, that was that. And then, it comes to dinner time, and we had hamburger sliders, and we had all this good stuff, right? So that was that. And we were watching a movie. It's called Pride and Prejudice Zombies. It's the zombie version. And Hannah said there's supposed to be a 2 because there's a wedding scene at the end. Sorry to spoil that part for you, but there's a wedding scene at the end. And, yeah. All these zombies start running towards the wedding. And that gives you a clue that there's going to be a 2. She was like, yeah, so there's going to be a 2. Anyway, so, it was good. You know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie. It was really exciting and thrilling, you know? So, and we watched that. And by that time, it was time for Hannah to go home. So, I ejected the disc out of the DVD player of Pride and Prejudice Zombies, and I waved to Hannah, and that was that. And that was, yeah, that was the day, that was the night. And we all had a good time, and then I chatted to her last night because she couldn't sleep, but she said she had a good time, so that was good, and then I was happy. But anyway, guys, that's about it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the story of yesterday's event, please like the video and support it. Show some love, support the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye, Creeper fans, and creep it out.